you doing, Doctor?
Oh, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
So, how's everything been going? How have you been doing these last couple days?
Coming along a little better. You know, it gets better and better each day. You know, I feel like made some strong improvements in the last since the last session, and we're doing good, feeling good.
Oh, that's good. That's good to hear. I'm happy to hear that. So last time we were here, I had you fill out a brief patient health questionnaire. There were some difficult or not disturbing answers, but some that definitely needed some addressing, and we talked about that. And when it got to the end of the session, we got to getting a few goals out that would probably help you to either stop thinking about your ex-girlfriend or move on to new things, or sort of just forget about her altogether. And one of the first one we talked about for you would be to not check social media as much, because you always find yourself on her pages, on her social media pages. So what have you been doing to sort of like avoid that?
Well, you know, since then I kind of like took her off everything. I deleted her off Facebook, deleted her off Instagram, Twitter. You know, so I can't even have an opportunity to check, even if I wanted to. So, you know, I don't I can't check anymore, even if I wanted to. I have wanted to, but I took that initial step to take her off everything, so it won't lead me back to checking on her,
Right.
Seeing what she's doing.
So, you want to tell me a little bit more about how that used to affect you, like when you would check on her social media?
Yeah, you know, she would post pictures, and you know, I would just be like, oh man, I really miss her, and you know, she'd post things, hey, you know, going out with my friends, or going out with the girls, or going here, going there, and I'd be like, damn, I wish I was going there with you, or you know, why do you have time to go out there and not time to see me? And you know, it was frustrating, really. It really affected my mood. It altered my mood bad. And, you know, I would see things that I didn't like. Maybe her in a bar, with other guys, or her in, I don't know, out to eat with her friends, having a good time. And it kind of bothered me a little bit that, you know, I didn't have her, and I couldn't do those things with her, pretty much.
Okay. So yeah, it seems like you were feeling a lot of sort of not being left out, but you were feeling sort of second fiddle, so to speak, as in her life compared to her friends. And as we kept going, we talked about other goals that could help you forget about her or stop thinking about her as much. And one of the things you talked about was going to the gym and playing basketball. It's another thing. So what have you been going to the gym often?
Yeah, started going like 5 times a week now. And, you know, I upped my, gym time, my basketball time a lot. You know, like I said last time, I was going about once or twice a week and not really feeling like going. And tonight, I've done like a second win. I've gotten in the mood, and I've been to the gym, I've been playing basketball, hanging out with some of my friends there, you know, playing with them, getting games in, and that's helped me too, because, you know, I'm in there for, 2 hours, maybe 3 hours if I play basketball. And, you know, it's just something to take my mind off it.
So you think that the physical activity is sort of alleviating some of that depression or anxiety?
Yeah, you know, I feel better. It makes me feel better. You know, physically I feel better, and I think that's a big thing with why I'm mentally feeling better too. You know, looking better, I'm feeling better. You know, my mind, you know, it's helping a lot.
Yeah, physical activity has been shown to be able to alleviate some of those feelings. And another goal we had here: jigsaw puzzles, going out with friends. You obviously said that going out with friends sort of plays in along with playing basketball or going to the gym, because you said that you would see your friends there a lot. But have you been like going out at night and having fun with them?
A little more. When I told you last time, I didn't really go out at all with them, and now, you know, I've kind of eased my way back into it. You know, if they call me, hey, we're going out for a drink. All right, yeah, why not? I'll go and, you know, have a good time. Or, hey, we're going to see a movie, or going to dinner, whatever. Yeah, I'm always say yes to go now. Not always, but more than I was.
That's good to hear. I'm glad you're getting back out there. Have you met anybody?
No, I don't think I'm ready for that just yet. But I'm not, like shying away from it. You know, that's an option in my mind. But I'm not gonna go out and look for something.
Yeah, definitely don't want to rush into that, because you could end up right back where you are now.
Right.
So I kind of want to talk about feelings that you're having towards like dropping her totally from your life. Do you feel good about where your life is headed right now? Do you feel that you can?
It was definitely an adjustment at first. It was a big adjustment. It was tough, just taking her out completely because I felt like the social media was like kind of like the last string attached to her, and I could always go see her per se, see a picture of her, see what she's doing, and I could always not check up on her, but know what she's up to, and kind of made me feel like bad, and but besides the point, it's making me feel a little better. The whole thing, I'm feeling a little better, and it was an adjustment at first, but I'm easing my way into feeling better than I was now.
Okay. Have you seen her at all since you guys stopped seeing each other?
Have not, no.
Do you think that if you did see her, something possibly bad could happen, or?
Bad. I don't know about bad. Maybe embarrassing, because maybe I say something dumb or say something like, "Oh, how's life without me?" Or something stupid. But it would be bad because it would be not the right thing. Whatever I would do wouldn't be the right thing. Put it that way.
Okay. Well, I think in any situation there are some things that you can do to sort of get back into a normal situation or feel better about where you are. And what I want to do now is just do a little bit of role playing. If you did see her, so you're gonna play yourself. Obviously, I'm gonna play your ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
So, say we're gonna pretend like we're gonna play a couple different situations here. One of them's gonna be good. One of them's gonna be bad. One of them will be like I'll have an open sort of reception to you. Another one that'll be sort of like a negative kind of interaction. So, please.
Okay. You want me to start?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, sure. Hey, Amanda.
Hi, Chris.
How's everything going?
You tell me.
Been going great. Why are you acting so weird?
No reason.
Well, I mean, there's obviously something wrong with you, so, I mean, why? What's the problem?
Well, I just think that you weren't as good of a boyfriend as you thought you were.
Well, I think I was a pretty damn good boyfriend, but why are you bringing that up? I'm just trying to say, hi, how are you? There's no need for this right now.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna come out of it now, but this was good. I see that you had a little bit of some anger building there.
Yeah, I did.
Obviously, I was trying to initiate that as part of the role playing. So in that situation, obviously you were feeling some anger, but how do you think that you could have dealt with that in a different way other than just
lashing out?
Yeah.
I don't know, I guess I could have took time and just kind of brushed her off or, showed her I was the bigger person, but I don't know.
I think that in that situation, it would probably be best for you to either just leave the situation completely or sort of just kind of apologize in a way, because she obviously was looking for an apology, I thought. Or, not I think, but I would think that she would be looking for an apology in that situation. So, in another situation, first off, would you ever consider getting back together with this girlfriend, or was this too damaging for you?
That's something I really have to think about.
Okay.
I don't know, I mean, from the time I was with her, I was happy at least, so I think that, I would probably get back with her if the time was right and if the circumstances were okay. Yeah.
Okay. I was going to do a role playing where she offered to get back together, but it seems like you know what you would do in that situation. You kind of have an idea. You know where your feelings are. But to me, it seems like this relationship sort of had a lot of peaks and valleys, and that there were some intense moments, and then a lot of moments where there was just sort of neglect or not really like being together or what have you. And I think that it would probably be better for you, like in your mind, if you were to just avoid that altogether. Because it seems like if you did get back into that, it would just become another cycle of torment for you and for her. So, I didn't talk about this third goal you had, but jigsaw puzzles. Has that been something that you've been doing? Have you been keeping yourself busy?
Honestly, I haven't gotten into it too much, but, I have, fiddled with a few puzzles. I mean, nothing serious, but you know, in my spare time when I'm home alone and just kind of doing nothing like productive, I'll go like to the attic and pick out an old puzzle and put it together. But I mean, I haven't really gotten into like a set like, oh, okay, I'll do a puzzle like once a week. But I just when I'm feeling like bored and.
So I think that if you are feeling comfortable with you've obviously deleted her on social media. That's a good thing for right now. Going to the gym and playing basketball. That's obviously 5 times a week. That's good. I think that we can probably eliminate jigsaw puzzles at least for now because you're having success with all these other forms of coping.
Okay.
So for now, let's just kind of focus on basketball. Stick with basketball and don't look at her social media presence. Stay going out with friends, doing the things you like to do. Some sort of like focusing on yourself instead of focusing on other people.
Right.
I think that'll help you in the long run.
Absolutely.
And see, so last time I had you fill this out, you said that you were losing sleep. How's that been going?
The last few weeks I've been sleeping definitely better than I was. Definitely better. Still some sleepless nights, but if I had to put a marking on it, how much better sleep I'm getting, probably 85 better. I've been sleeping 85% better than I was. That's without a doubt.
That's good. I'm happy to hear that.
And I think that has to do with the time that has passed, and maybe now I'm moving on a little more, and maybe it's not on my mind as much anymore. I don't know. Maybe. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's definitely a good thing. Definitely could be definitely because it's not on your mind as much. I think that when you're in bed at night, you have a lot of time to think about things, and then you just get on a tear, going and spiraling out of control.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you have to avoid. And you said the most stressful thing in your life was being alone, and that's kind of what I want to focus on right now. Another thing I want to do is do some brainstorming.
Okay.
So for some things that you can do while you are alone. We talked about the jigsaw puzzles. Obviously, that's something, but we can always revisit that. Well, let's brainstorm ideas. What do you like to do?
Towards those, I like to cook a lot. Cooking is definitely one of my favorite activities when I'm alone, especially when I'm home. Definitely like to cook. I like to play with my dog a lot. My dog's been a big help for me. Because I'm alone, but I'm kind of not alone. So that's good. But other than that, I'm a big sports fan. If I'm alone, I kind of enjoy watching a game by myself sometimes. Yankee game or a Knick game, Ring game, whatever's on. So those are things that keep me kind of busy.
Okay. So you seem like you're coping well with dealing with being alone right now, or do you think that you could work on it a little bit?
I could definitely work on it a little bit. I mean, I definitely don't want to be alone too much, put it that way. I want to work on that much more, But when I'm alone, I think I'm doing alright.
Okay. So you said that you weren't really actively looking for a new significant other.
Right.
But do you think that this is because you're still hung up on your ex-girlfriend, or is it because you just don't feel comfortable just yet?
I don't feel comfortable just yet. Am I still hung up on her? Yeah, a little bit, definitely. It was, the relationship was too long just to say, alright, over and done with, time to find someone else. But I'm definitely not comfortable with going out there and trying to find somebody else yet. Eventually I will be. I know I will be. And, just...
Okay. Do you want to, an idea I have right now is something like, sort of like a timeline almost, sort of kind of maybe plan out some things for you, just like, maybe if you find someone who, is getting your interest and you want to spend some more time with them, so maybe instead of just putting it off, just being with them, just kind of go for it. Maybe, because that's something, maybe if you need a new change in your life, that would help you move on to better, not a better personality, but so that you're thinking of more things and you have a totally new sort of influence in your life. Do you think that, how much time do you think that you would need before getting back out there?
A few weeks, maybe a month. I think that would be good enough time for me to maybe regain my composure and find myself a little bit and say, all right, let's go back out. Let's get back up on that horse and go back out there.
Right. I think that something that would be good to do during that month while you're getting ready to get back out there is focus on yourself and what you like and what you want to do, what you're looking for in a significant other. I think that once we find those things, you can sort of find out what is going to be needed for you next. So what kind of partner are you looking for? Like what kind of attributes?
God, you're gonna have to think I'm funny, but I'm looking for someone who's kind of plain. She's not flashy. She doesn't go out and flaunt how pretty she is, or someone who who knows that she's a good looking person, but doesn't need the world to know it. She doesn't need the attention of everybody, only the person she's with. So definitely someone who's just to themselves, pretty much. Someone who's fun, who doesn't just like to sit inside all day and do nothing. Someone who likes to go out to dinner, who likes to go do things, go out to whatever, bowling or whatever. Just cool, cool person to hang out with, and someone who I can communicate with and talk to, who's not just very standoffish person, but who I can talk to and trust in and confide in, pretty much.
Okay. So a few of those things, I think, like what you said, that you can bowling, something like that. Like those are things that you can do with friends or even by yourself, but with a significant other, it's obviously going to have more meaning, be more fun for you. But do you think that you're putting limits on yourself because you're thinking too much about your ex-girlfriend? In terms of getting out there?
Sometimes, yeah. Because I go out there, say I go to a bar with my friends, I'm looking at girls, or I'm talking to a girl even. I always go back to comparing them to her, and Amanda was like this, but this girl's not like this, and that's what I want, and that's not what I want. So I always kind of do a side-by-side comparison of the two, and is that good? No. But I don't know why I do it, so I definitely think I'm putting a little limitation on myself.
Okay. So today we obviously talked a lot about things that you're going through after the fact of breaking up with her, things that you can do to cope with it, different goals, how you've been achieving those goals, and I sort of just want to cap this off by asking you, or sort of imploring you to focus on yourself over this next month or so. Because that seems like if you were to do that and sort of stay away from your ex-girlfriends, keep her deleted off social media, continue to play basketball, go to the gym, continue to go out and with your friends and go see movies, go to dinners, things like that. If you continue to focus on yourself, I think you'll be able to re-enter the dating world very, very easily.
Absolutely.
So at this point, I just want to recap this whole session because we've done a lot over these last 3 weeks. How are you? Do you feel like you're able to get back out there right now? Do you think that you can take this next month to focus on yourself?
Absolutely. I think these sessions have really helped a lot and really made me kind of simmer down and calm down and find out what I really need to do and how I should achieve those goals. And I think I'll be good.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Talk
It's been a pleasure.